I'm okay with it, you feel me? I was molested twice growing up. And so that's one of those things that like may or may not been a generational curse.
I do better for our kids because we are programming them every single day.
For real.
And there are, some men that I know that similar situations have happened to them.
Even know sometimes if it's right or wrong, or how those things, you get what I'm saying, like project certain stuff in you.
You were the #1 on billboards for songwriting. Music is a big part of your life, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Do you think it was something generational that was passed down? You to see the journey that you walked, the journey that your family's walked, and the healing process that you're going through that others haven't been able to go through is so strong. It takes so much courage.
I said, hell, the cornbread dancer. Panties on, hey, I ain't got no panties on, I got no panties on, I ain't got no panties on, hey, wait, Bob's Burger twerk, hey, Bob's Burger twerk.
It's Red.
It's Tay.
How y'all doing today? All right, I'm so happy you guys are back. The generational curses.
With Mugs a Million, y'all. Woo! Let's get into that healing.
Now you have to just give it a mindset of acceptance, and it don't even bother me no more. That's how you is. So now you don't even get to come around me.
I love you from a distance, baby.
Like you don't even get to come. Like it ain't no beef. I ain't got no hard feelings about none of it no more. I ain't mad. You ain't got a jealous, envy, hurtful thing at all ever to say about me, no matter how successful, down, up, or out you be in this world. But I'm good, man.
So, what's the hardest part about you, kind of being, you're not exactly the only one, you have a cousin who's also talked about it, but you being the one that sees clearly along these lines of generational curses in your family. You see the faults, the cracks in the pavement.
Man, so want to repeat it all the way again? Just trying to make sure I want to answer directly for real though.
What's the hardest part about being the one who sees clearly?
Man, nobody else seeing it with you sometimes. See, I'm at a place like my brother and I get like, and this it's some deeper level stuff, man. You get what I'm saying, like. Cause I got blessed to like really see it from the other side. Like I see it like all the way clear. Saw it come to me in the physical in ways that people wouldn't imagine. So my uncle that got murdered, the night that he got this one, I'm finna prophesy this to y'all, and I can show you the proof. I ain't even gonna play with none of that.
Got the receipts. Come
my
on,
uncle got murdered on the night of one of my auntie's birthday. The situation actually happened that night on the 25th, March 25th of 2022. But we got the news on the 26th though, March 26th, 2022. That same day I had a booking with my transportation company. Take in mind I had already spoke this to my cousin Lee, my partner with Money United with Game, in January when we had already bought it. I told him, like, look, cuz, we're gonna have a double booking this year. You feel me though? We're gonna be booked with some Money United with Game business and some Music City Mobile business. I got booked to go be on a speaking engagement in Dallas. This happened in January, right? So, boom. It was gonna be in March in Dallas, Texas, right? I get another booking call probably in like February. Want to book the Music City Mobile for a booking on March 26th. It's a Saturday. I was going to be staying there the whole weekend with me and cuz, but I had to end up going back early, me and my wife, because I got this booking now. Same morning we waking up to get the booking, I get the phone call that happened to my uncle though over the night. Boom. Now I'm already trying to be flying back to Nashville early anyway. When I was in Dallas, was gonna be there really the Sunday, but I was already gonna be flying back that same day now because I had the booking with my transportation business. You feel me? I get to the booking. It's in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, right outside of Nashville, kind of good. Get to the booking. I'm trying to find this right quick. I leave out of dropping the client them off that night. I didn't see it in the daytime when I picked them up. But when I left, dropping the client off, man, y'all please forgive me, man. If y'all want to intervene or anything in a quick second, here we go, right now, boom. So that night, driving home. It's on March 26, 2022. Same day our family gets the full news of what transpired with my family. My uncle being murdered by one of my cousins. That's a stop sign I pulled up on. You can tell them what the stop sign say. Wait, now, well, I don't even want to expose their name and stuff like that though, but boom. That's my uncle's name. Of the son who, you know what I mean?
There's a stop sign and it has the street name up there.
Yeah, and then you can tell them the date. I'm gonna just let you.
Okay.
What's the date though, say?
March 26,
What year?
2022.
So, you feel me?
That's crazy.
So, you know, like me telling family that and showing certain family members that, it's like, wow, he either the real deal psychic network or you super tripping, cuz. So, you know, most people just think cuz tripping, you feel me? No, but no, man.
There's signs.
I can't, you know what I mean? My mom had just left. Like, I was right there side by side her last breath. So, like, I'm here, we together. Like, she knew that was going to happen. Like, all of this, man, it was real. Like, it was made, I was made for it to happen to me. Say that.
No, they're definitely right when they say
I was
like,
made for it all to happen to me, man. And, you know.
Soldiers do it, y'all.
Nah, but they definitely was like, bruh. You tripping, bro. Like, you know, but I stood 10 toes on all of it, man. You know, because again, so many significance. So right, okay, so on an unfortunate side, right, we built up a generational curse. Watch this. Follow me now. My uncle that got murdered, his son, that's his junior, got murdered on my mama's birthday some years ago. Come on now, this been a boom. So we fast forward. You feel me? No, like not for real.
Yeah.
So like my surviving uncle that I told you though, that was the military. Look how all this wrapped up in there in one big thing. Like I said, it's all connected. Man, his last ride was in my transportation vehicle in the van though, taking them to a funeral for my cousin Lee, my partner, my with gang, for his mama funeral. My uncle died at his mama funeral. This all right in my face. Boom. I'm carrying all this.
Oh my.
So then we get to my uncle repass, you feel me? Where all my family that done borrowed money from him. I'm in there like Frank Lucas though. They think I'm gonna forget that money. Nah. Oh, I said I can laugh at it all now, baby. You hear me? But that was a good one. Hey, I might go do some comedy tonight. But now, on a serious note, for real. So, you feel me? I get this speech to my family though, you feel me? At the repass, and I'm like, for real, using the Bible, you feel me, as a real resource and taking the word for how it applies to my life and real in our situation, you feel me? Because everything in there ain't for everybody all the time, you know what I mean? It's like it's all parts of the parts, you know what I'm saying, that apply. But anyhow, I'm like, boom. Where there is no vision, the people will perish. We perishing, y'all. Look at what's happening to the family.
Yes.
Because our vision, right, started off, my great-grandfather, where I'm now 4th generation, it'll be 100 years in 2029. 1929, about 200 acres.
That is a lot.
You feel me? We ain't got the whole 200 still because, you know, back then, like, land was your money too, though. So, like, some of it you had to do what you had to do to do stuff. But in the process of all that, Okay, you get some acres. You get some. He was Oprah before Oprah. I mean,
You get a car.
yeah,
You
nah,
get a car.
Papa was on it though. Papa, you feel me? So like my cousin Lee, we both fourth generation now. When my mom left, boom. His mom left right across the street. You feel me though? So I'm like, boom. He had a vision, y'all. He was a grocery store owner, farm land. You know what I'm saying? Boom. His son, my granddaddy, one son. You feel me though? Boom. My granddaddy he got passed down the stuff after him, you know, after he passed, but he was alive with him for a long time. But anyhow, he ended up with a gas station, some of the other land, and there was us too, though, you feel me though. When he passed, said he was his only son, it went to all his children. And my mama was like, you know what I mean, it was 14 of them in all, but like 10 of them is in on the land, you know what I mean, parts of what got passed down, you feel me though. The children's children, right? What the Bible say, the great man. I'm a great man. I would leave an inheritance to my children's children. So that's always been my vision of it, because I seen it happen and transpire in my family. My mama was of the children's children, man, with what my great granddaddy started. Now it's on me, so I'm gonna be that great man that's gonna children's children.
Yes.
Keep passing down that generation.
From here on out, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Pass down positive, pass down that growth.
yeah. So that's why I say, like, once it's on you now to can break and change the generational curses that may or may have not been in existence. You know what I'm saying? Now, we got to start taking accountability and responsibility.
Accountability?
Too.
Did y'all hear that?
You know what I'm saying? Nah, for real. Accountability and responsibility for, like, our part in it. Whether it be not just speaking out and finally telling somebody, though. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So what did you unlearn in order for you to heal?
Unlearn, like I said, acceptance, man. The whole acceptance part of it is just realizing, like, and the unlearning is, again, being okay with saying, like, I don't got to do it that particular way no more, right? Like, one of my cousins, my sensei, when he speak over me, you know, he let me know, like he said it from a real place. Your mom gone and that veil done, it been removed. I don't have to carry on them particular traditions no more, knowing that they don't fit what the vision really got coming forth now. You know, my mama was only, you know, Baptist, this, that, you know what I mean, because that was all they knew. But once I know now, like, boom, it's me and the one, I can do what I got to do. I ain't got to be confined to saying I got to go to church every Sunday. Oh, that's the only way I'm a No, I can, you know what I mean, though. Like, I got my own connection, like, and then, you know.
Church is 3 or more people. You don't have to go to the actual church building. This could be church.
Yeah, we haven't, trust me.
Look, this is church.
Trust me. Trust me. I'm paying my tithe online if that's cool. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, but not for sure, man.
So, what's one cycle that you're proud of that you have stopped, or at least know that before you leave this earth, it's gonna be stopped?
Man, like I said, I feel like the leadership part of it, like as a man and within families, because again, as men and families, we important, like you said, whether it is you the father, the uncle, the big cousin, all that play a part. You see what I'm saying? Like my older cousins, they was hustling. So me and my cousins now, once we got of age, like we start selling drugs and being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, but had the cousins that we was looking up to was in college and going to be, you know what I'm saying, getting jobs and careers, we would have been doing that or wanted to do that more. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to be now the example, like, okay, man, cuz got the good job, he owned property, he got a business, you know what I'm saying? He living his dreams though, like he got a wife and a family, like he, you know, he doing it the right way though, like at least trying, you know what I mean, to the best of my ability. I ain't perfect, no perfect example, role model either, but I'm coming now from a place of positivity because I seen where when I was younger and didn't know any better, how me being a negative influence to my younger brother led him down the wrong path because all he had to look up to was me. So even though I didn't have nobody to look up to as well, other than, like I said, the negative kind of figures that I just mentioned though, at him being a younger age than me, he wasn't able to process it and overcome it the way I could.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, I'm 12, 13, which is way too young too to be exposed to some of this stuff that we're going through. But he's 9.
Yeah.
So like, it's over with, you know.
But there is no such thing as perfect, my love.
No, for sure.
There's nothing is perfect. There is no perfect person. I mean, you can say this person is perfect for me in a sense.
Yeah.
But trying to be this perfect example for somebody, respectfully, you know, we don't know Jesus if people believe in Jesus and such. We don't know if Jesus was exactly this perfect person all the way around. Everybody on this earth has faults.
Mm-hmm.
They could be perfect over here, great over here, good influence over here, but everybody has faults, and that's okay.
No, for sure.
But it's beautiful that you see, like, hey, okay, I wasn't this the best example for my brother.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But now that I've acknowledged certain things, you know, there's certain stuff that you can change for him, and hopefully, like, he has been doing his work with you.
No, for sure.
Because that's super important. It doesn't matter how bad of something you've done, because if you pay attention to that Bible, many of these people that are uncles and aunties and everybody go to church and we look at, and a lot of the people that were in the Bible were thieves and
for sure.
more things, you know, but everybody's a sinner. Yes, sinners.
Yeah,
everybody is a sinner at the end of the day. Even if you try not to, you could try to be the most just straight and arrow person you can. You sin in one way, shape, or form, baby. What do you want? Do you believe that every family wants healing, or do they just want to live in the comfort of the blind eye to it?
I mean, like I said, I guess it depends on who is benefiting and how it's benefiting them. You get what I'm saying? Like I said,
We had a question like that too.
Nah, for real. Like, you got the chick that's okay if a dude cheating on, like, you like think about it. You see these wives all the time, like the housewife type, like they know he probably, you know what I mean? He an entertainer, right? Like, or an athlete or whatever, right? And long as don't no cheating scandal, nothing like that pop out. You got some of them that they know what come with that life and they okay with that.
As long as they got
they ain't paying no bill. Look, money already put away in a will and all that. She knows she paid forever as long as she have at least 2 or more kids and this and that type of stuff is already in writing. Man, go live your life, my boy. Like, she ain't studying that stuff, you feel me? No. Or, you know, you got people on their jobs, you know what I'm saying, that they know they gonna be the one that benefit from stuff though, man, you know, from, you know, like I said, in our situation, you know, you got different situations, man, with family where, like I said, something like that can happen. And, like, of course, you don't want to see nobody go to jail. But, like, come on, man, if this was another situation, like, how would you feel? You feel me? But, you know.
How have you grieved the family that you wanted but didn't get? Because I know you said you've gone through your healing stage, so I know you've gone through that grieving process.
Man, so
already.
Look, I had a real moment, right? This was a real moment. I'm gonna share this with y'all, right? Because I shared it with one of my aunties though, but on my father and them side, right? So it's this picture we got of me and all my cousins, some of my aunties now I'm in it. I'm young, I may be about 6 or 7, right? We at my grandmama's house in this big family picture. Some of my cousins now, my sensei, you know what I mean, and my cousin, some of my same age, taking my life, we all probably stair-steppers in years just about, you feel me though? I'm the youngest one though. But like some of them, they making silly faces, everybody smiling, I'm crying. Like it's crazy, right? You feel me? So it's this one Thanksgiving. It's like the first Thanksgiving without my mom's. She left in November, so my first Thanksgiving was without her. You know what I mean? The first year. The first one was without her. She left on the 18th, Thanksgiving with the, you know what I'm saying? We did the celebration that Saturday after Thanksgiving. Yeah, because I knew it was a holiday. I'm like, she would have loved it. Like, let go. Everything, it really fell in line perfectly. Like, she loves holidays and stuff like, you know what I mean? I always say she left before Thanksgiving because she knew she wasn't going to be able to cook, eat none of the food, all that, the stuff she loved to do. So she like, y'all ain't finna put out, you know what I mean? Y'all ain't going to do the dressing right. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to eat this.
Yeah, you feel me? Y'all ain't even going to fix the dressing right. You feel me? Like, for real. But, yeah, man. So, you know, when I got invited to go do Thanksgiving at my cousin's house, you know what I'm saying, on that side, one of the ones that was in the picture. She was a little older than me, but she was in the picture too. I said all of my cousins, my family, they live up in Cleveland, like all of that side, right? And as I'm going to her house in Clarksville, I just bust into tears crying, right? Thinking about that picture. And I said, man, though, because it was on the way back. Because when I got there, right, and I was there, it's Thanksgiving, everybody having a good time, you know what I'm saying, but I felt so lonely. And so on my rag, hey, I'm thinking about the picture, and I'm just crying so hard. I'm thinking about that picture for some reason. Like that picture came to me, rather. I wasn't even thinking about it, but that picture came to me, and I said, now I know why that little boy was crying, right? Everybody in that picture had somebody there for him but him.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
Everybody. All my cousins, they mamas now, everybody was in the picture. This is my pop's side, though. You know what I'm saying? This his side. But he ain't there.
Yeah.
They all got their siblings, this or that. Me and my brother had to be separated because I can't even come there with him now, though. Like, I pay for him to go, but boom. So now I got to leave my little brother behind on situations. But now I'm there, and I'm just the only one there for me. You know, there wasn't nobody there for him at the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he was probably crying. I get it now. I'm feeling it now. My mama gone. Here I am going. You know what I'm saying? They out there with they wives. I'm still here just by myself, though. Ain't nobody here for me.
So, Muggs, I have a question for you, sir.
Talk to me.
You were the #1 on billboards for songwriting. Music is a big part of your life, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Do you think it was something generational that was passed down to you?
Yeah, most definitely. And that's why you say that, because I got that from my biological father's side. He used to songwrite. You feel me? When I got the plaque, like this, okay, so here we go, full circle, right? When I got the plaque for the billboard, which my mom bought it for me, shout out to moms for the gift, though. But then, when I remember telling them about it, right, and I was like, man, I got it for us, though, pops, you feel me? That's when we were still on cool terms and this and, you know what I mean, though, but I'm like, man, I got it #1 billboard for us, pops, you know what I mean, because he used to write songs when he all the way up to college, you know what I'm saying, when he was living at MTSU and stuff, though, and it's like, he was like, oh, no, you did that for you, I mean, you know, that's your thing, man, that's all you, man, like, not even embracing that, like, I'm trying to pay homage, like, bro, this is a us thing. Like, I know you didn't get to finish all, like, you used to do music. You feel me? Like, you didn't get to finish it off because, you know, you made a decision, you know, the military path, something more stable, I get it. You feel me, though? But it's like, I tried to share that moment with him, and it was like, it's just you know what I mean? So, you know, that was weird, even just looking back on that, the fact that you brought that up and what we've been talking about previously, though.
That's crazy.
Not for sure, man. Mom's bought me the plaque, and he kind of denied even sharing the joy with me. You know what I mean? But it's all love. Hey, I'm here for it. #1, man. But yeah, that was my first. It was the first song I wrote and recorded when I moved to Atlanta from Nashville on Faith. You know what I'm saying? And months later, man, I got the phone call. You know, and it's like, boom, they want to use it. And then months later again after that, it was like, boom, his album dropped. It went #1 on the billboard.
Go ahead.
Like, man, guys, amazing. So sometimes you just got to get started with stuff and just do stuff and think outside the box. Don't think it's got to just be all about, like, the plan that God got for your life, right? And the desires you have for yourself. You write that down, make it plain, like the Bible say, you feel me? That's what I said. Like, it's still useful. A useful resource. You get what I'm saying? You write it down, you make it plain. You may put it on the list in disorder when you're writing it, but God got his own way, you know what I'm saying, though, his own way of bringing it to you when it's time for everything, you know what I'm saying? I went to school first, learned how the music business worked while I was just a rapper. Had I not learned about songwriting and music publishing, I wouldn't have been okay with somebody taking my song and let them rap it. That's my song. Nah, man.
It's mine. Hey,
man. But no, I know the business of this, and it's like, well, he can take my song, rap it for me. I still get paid for him rapping it. And he's in a better and bigger position than I am, right? It's not like he's my peer, same level stature. He has way more resources, way more reach, way more fan base. So it's more than likely that the song will do better with him than me anyway. Right? I'm using it as the first song probably on my mixtape that I was going to drop for free on one of the sites back in the day. Just to say, boom, I made the transition from Nashville to Atlanta. Let's go. He took it, put it on a real album with real people behind them, real situation, and it went #1 on the Billboard charts, man.
Damn.
So like, I wasn't gonna do that with the song in no way or fashion.
There's something I read. The book is not on the top of my head, but part of it is like, you have other people do things for you in a sense to get you where you need to be in a sense.
Come on, man.
So him rapping your song and having it pushed out there, it benefited you. You didn't have to you did the work of making the song.
Exactly.
But he did the work in the sense of rapping it and pushing it off, and like you said, he had his resources, so it helped both of you guys be able to work it out.
and then even just bringing forth a fruition of a vision, right? You may have a vision of owning a Rolls Royce, owning a big house. You may not even have to pay for it though. Somebody may gift it to you. I just always wanted to, Billboard the top stuff in the music world. You want to do Billboard, you want to do Grammys, like things like that. I ain't know the first song I was gonna record on some humbug. There's a rapper gonna end up on the Billboard like that. Like, wow.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's a big
look
thing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for real. But nah, most definitely though.
We're gonna go back on some questions for you.
Talk to me.
Were harmful behaviors excused because of age, tradition, or respect?
Man, look, okay. I'm gonna be super vulnerable. One of my cousins, we talked about, he brought it up on me. And I'm okay with it, you feel me? I was molested twice growing up.
I'm sorry.
By older females though.
I'm so sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Older females, man. And I'm not even knowing that that's what the case is. I'm like, young. You get what I'm saying? And, one of the situations, of course, neither one of them was family, but one of the situations was, of course, like, I think they was some foster kids or something my grandmama had took in. And so when I'm there in one of the summers, you know what I'm saying, visiting, you feel me? She take me under the bed and had me doing something to her, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm probably 5. 6, you know what I'm saying? And you get older, a little older, maybe 8, 9, you know what I'm saying? Babysitter, chick, like, boom, kiss me here. Like, damn, what is that? You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't even know sometimes if it's right or wrong or how those things, you get what I'm saying, like, project certain stuff in you. As you get older, like, I'm okay with my wife being a little aggressive on me, like, come here, tell me what to do, you feel me though? You tell me what you want, you feel me? Because that's how it came to me in the very beginning, you get what I'm saying? As a kid, I'm already now conditioned, like, the woman supposed to tell me how they want that and when in a sexual manner then. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of those things that, like, may or may not have been a generational curse. You get what I'm saying? Them doing the act of it may have been some kind of generational curse in their, origin, bloodline or whatever, though, for them as females. But like for me, I don't know if other men in my family done had that happen to them or not officially, you get what I'm saying? But I know how it puts something in me now automatic, like human nature, so to speak, or conditioned human nature off of those, experiences. It puts you in, like I said, attracted to or whatnot to a certain thing though. Like females that get beat, or see they mothers get beat by their daddies or whatever, and mama stay through it the whole time. She's more than likely gonna be okay with her dude hitting on her.
Yeah, and that's the really big part of what we talk about. Us breaking curses or us trying to do better for our kids because we are programming them every single day.
For real.
And there are, some men that I know that similar situations have happened to them, but to them, they think, ooh, I'm playing because I was able to.
I mean, when I was younger, I did look at, like you said, I did think that as a, maybe teenager looking back on it like, hey, my first I was 6 years old, bro. But not knowing that wasn't right about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, as I got older, then I started realizing what I wanted from a female. I'm knowing like now, like, okay, that's why I want that too, though, because that's what you know what I mean, though. So it's like, yeah, man.
And that's why it's good you put it out there just to let it know, like, this stuff happens for men too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
not just women, it happens to men too.
And again, even with, like you said, we're not even just that, and that's why, like you said, it's so important that parents understand too, right, with kids and generational curses or things, though, who the babysitters is, what school they going to, the daycare is. Like, you got to be in tune with friends they spend the night, whoever house, and like what they parents on. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I've seen situations, man. We all know situations, you feel me, though, like, they be deep, man. And it's like, some parents turn their head to it, though, and it's like...
Especially if they've been through
exactly, because they kind of feel like, well, shoot, I went X amount of years, you know what I'm saying? My whole life, though, I was all right, though. You get what I'm saying? Like you said, that's when... Again, that's why when we say generational curses, sometimes it's a way for us, it's an scapegoat, right? But some of it ain't really just generational. It's more or less, you allowing these certain things to keep going on. You get what I'm saying? It's like, nah, you could have been broke that, exposed that, right? That same person in the family that when you was that age, when you was younger or whatever, it might come back around on your niece or daughter or something, though, and you never did say nothing back then.
Yeah.
And that's still happening, though, man. You know what I mean? So, like, nah, that could have been stopped. You get what I'm saying?
I see so much stuff now on the internet, or also, on my mother's side of the family. There's a certain family member that did something to my mom, and other family members, my cousin, and when I found out about it, they brought him back around like it was okay.
People, it be like that.
It made me so angry because I'm just like, bro, why are y'all excusing this? He did, his situation, he don't remember a lot of stuff. And I'm just like, it don't matter that he don't remember any of it. He's still guilty. That's still something that's not cool. And it's passing down, and it's just, it's too much. Because this damages people at the end of the day. These people doing something a kid might not have known was good or bad, or some people knew was bad and it happened to them, but they were scared and couldn't say anything. You don't know what that does to somebody. Mentally, they feel like their body was taken away from them. They feel like their control was taken away from them, and it affects them in many points of life.
I'm saying, so men who ever been through a similar situation, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong talking about it, ain't nothing about speaking up about it, any of that, you know what I'm saying. This shit is serious.
Like, you getting therapy as a man for it, don't feel like it makes you any less of a man. Don't make it seem like, I'm weak. It's none of that. It makes you stronger because you went to go get help for it. It makes you stronger because you acknowledge it and acknowledge, like, all right, this is messing me up here. For you to see the issues that you got going on in your life or what you've gone through and see where it affects you, that's the first step to your healing. So.
And I'm gonna say this because I don't like to scare people off, especially when I'm gonna speak to my guys. I don't like to scare people off with like actual therapy, counseling, like find that safe space, that safe place in a person, human being, regardless though, right? And let it out to them though. That's all therapy really is when you think about it. They just sit there with a non-biased opinion of you, more likely they don't know you at all, you know what I mean? And so, like, you just able to talk it out, though, with somebody. And sometimes when you start off talking it out, you're going to be angry still talking about it. And you're going to get to crying sometimes trying to talk about it. It's going to be hard, though, but you got to keep on talking about it, keep on. And then one day you're going to be able to sit back and talk about all of it, man, and like it's all good, though, man. Like, hey, life is great.
Don't think that one therapy session is going to heal all this.
Oh, man, no.
Sometimes therapy takes months, years. You got to keep going. There's so much that you need to break down, and just having a listening ear that's not going to judge you, even if you can't afford therapy, because baby, therapy.
That's what I said. That's why I threw that out there, bro. You can have
somebody that's close to you, like, you know, some people do have family members that they could talk to. Some people do have friends that they could talk to. Talk to those people. You know, make sure that it's a trusted person to where you can break down and say what you need to say. If you need to spiral and talk yourself into a circle, at least they're there to hear you so that you can let it out, because ultimately at the end of the day, you're bottling up so much. And what happens when a bottle has a cap on it and there's so much pressure, it eventually explodes. You want to let that cap off and you just want to let it all flow out, okay? Please don't be afraid to open up and talk to somebody. There's numbers that you can call. There's websites that you can go on. Women out there, if you have an OBGYN, they do have mental health professionals there that you can talk to. Postpartum, all of the above, you can talk to them about anything. Men especially, you can talk to your doctors.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just throw this in there real quick too. Therapy ain't just talking though. Like, it's real work. Like, you can write out the issue.
Draw.
Rap about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different ways you can release that anger, that hurt, that pain, and just let it out though. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about, man. Letting it go off of you, man. Like, you walking around with so much that extra weight on you, man, that you can't even get to that next level in your life with. You feel me? Till you let it all go. So, like, but trust me, bro, I'm fresh on the other side, boy. I'm talking about, man, hey, boy, it's sweet, man. It's like, God is amazing, man. It feel good right here. Feel good right here, man. Let's go.
That is beautiful. Healing. You guys don't realize you guys gotta walk through that mud and get dirty before you can be clean, fresh, in a white suit. You know what I mean? You know. So, you know, you gotta go through the ugly. You gotta go through the tears. You gotta go through the anger. You know, you gotta go through the isolation stage if you have to, just so you can get on the other side to be able to have all that stuff go. There's certain things that's going on in your life that may not change, but you need to go ahead and realize, as long as you accept that that is what it is, you know. That healing process will be so much better. So when let me get into my question correctly, because I'm losing my footing for a second. Did speaking up ever make you the problem instead of the problem that you were trying to bring into the?
I think I asked him that.
Yeah,
I think I did ask him
Look, I
that,
told you I'm losing my footing, baby.
Come on, goddammit. Come on, Red.
How did family respond when you started moving differently, though?
Man, you know, again, a lot of it, they didn't really just show off top. You know, you gotta try to play it cool. Cause see, now I'm that one.
Yeah.
Right? My mom was already like the fearless. Like, she was the baby girl, but she was like the big sister. You know, she was over all the family gathering points. Like, anytime it was somebody's birthday, some kind of celebration, holidays, she spearheading all that, putting it all together. So now I'm the next generation of that. And it's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the younger cousins, like, you know what I'm saying? And I always kind of have been, I'll say, like, ahead of my time with everything. And so now that I'm arriving at my time, it ain't time for them to accept it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, you have to get to that point, like, again, where you're okay with, like, letting people pick a side. Even with family. You know, my thing is, like, especially, again, my situation with our family on my mother's side, it was, like, really, again, man, blood was shed. You know, somebody was killed, was murdered. You know, I ain't gonna go into full details of the situation at all, but yeah, that was a tough one, you know. And at some point, like I said, for me, right is right, wrong is wrong. But even once I got to a point of some, you know, the form of forgiveness and moving forward, that I was in my place then, you know what I'm saying, of ready to, you know, looking forward to moving forward, and tried to extend that same empathy, or just let's move forward, you know, and it wasn't embraced back. Now it really let me know and see, like, oh, okay, so it ain't all good with you, even though you really was the one in the wrong, but that's cool. So, you know what I mean, you have to be ready for that as well, you know, when standing up and being the one willing to speak out, you know what I mean, because again, I don't really see in no situation, right, where something like that is the result of it amongst family, and anybody should be okay with it. You know, whether that's your son, your brother, you get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, that's our family member. And then they were one of the family members that was like one of them ones. You know, anything that was anybody needed it though, done hand by hand type trade, you know what I mean, he could get it done. And everybody benefited from that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So to have a situation come about, you know, I could see, I mean, I can't even see in no form or fashion where it would be okay, but I'm just saying though, like, you know, but I just, you know, I did what I had to do. You get what I'm saying? I knew the attack was going to be under me simply because my mom was gone anyway now. So in their mind, like, he don't got no protection.
Yeah.
His brother locked up. It's just really just him. Let's get him, y'all. We got him now. You feel me?
Nope.
Yeah, we got him now. It's just him.
Yeah. So, were you ever labeled
Symbol.
were you ever labeled as the dramatic, disrespectful, or too sensitive from your family?
Never, neither, nor. And that's the thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was passionate. You get what I'm saying? Now, some may pick and choose some of those words in place of that at times, but I was passionate about everything I was doing. You get what I'm saying? When the preacher get up there and hoop and holler, you okay with it? Because he passionate about the word. But when I'm passionate about the disruption and dysfunction of our family, he done went crazy. His mama gone. His mama gone. Dang, why is it that? No, this is not right, y'all. Don't nobody see that?
And they love playing the crazy cars so bad. You know what I'm saying?
You get what I'm saying?
Like,
So
He lost his marbles, y'all. There he is, right there.
No,
like
for real.
always.
Yeah.
it's
But
like,
you know, again, like I said, I will speak out. You know, I ain't afraid to say what I have to say. You know what I mean? But again, I'm always coming from a place of love, coming from a place of realness. And again, for the most part, man, what everybody should see is right, though, right? It's just not the right thing that we all should be doing right now.
Part of it is like a lot of the issues that family have is they don't want you to speak out. They just want you to deal with it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Why are you speaking out? You out of turn. You out of your place.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why can't I speak out and let you guys know that this ain't right? Why can't I speak out and let you guys know we need to go right instead of left? How am I the issue?
And I'm gonna tell you this. It go back to what I said in the beginning, right? That's their tradition of their grandparents, who got their traditions from their grandparents that were slaves. You don't talk back.
No.
You just gotta deal with
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes,
you get
sir.
what I'm saying? like what you said with the deal with it. Like, and one thing that I extend empathy to my mother and her siblings on, right? They lost their mom at a very young age, so they had to deal with that. I was 38 when my mama left, so I know how I cried and broke down, and so I couldn't imagine some of them being 12 and 15. Like I said, my mama was 10. So like, she gone, what you gonna do about it? You got school tomorrow, you in the cotton field, you better be at football practice, keep it going. So what? So that's how they mentality of some of these scenarios and situations throughout childhood be, you know what I mean? And that, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, imagine, like you said, your father being military, they structured like, boom, comrade on the ground, so we got to keep going, bro. And we get to that later. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, you know, in their mind, that's part of it. We got to keep going.
If they say y'all crazy, you ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing wrong with calling out what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, you have to get to a point, like you said, you used the word earlier, like that, emotional intelligence. You have to get to a point in your own emotional intelligence where you have to start, again, giving the empathy, or even getting past a point of empathy, but a point of acceptance of that's how they are.
That's crazy. There's so much that you've gone through. I really feel you. Like, so many people have gone through so many things, and for you to see the journey that you walked, the journey that your family's walked, and the healing process that you're going through that others haven't been able to go through is so strong. It takes so much courage, and I just want to thank you for being on our show.
No, for sure. No, I appreciate y'all having me.
Like, we really, really appreciate you, because this right here, this touches the heart.
Indeed, a conversation was definitely had. Okay,
We gonna need a part 2.
Yeah.
part two.
No, we can keep it going. Keep it going for sure. No, for
Thank you
sure.
so much. So where can our people find you? Okay.
Man, just go to moneyunitedwithgame.com. moneyunitedwithgame.com. But find me on IG, MUGS_1,000,000. Mogs a million in the building, man. Let's go, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right.